Welcome to Bad Lone Gamer. My name is Brian. In this video, I'm going to be showing how I build my greenhouse. This is great for survival because once you've got the greenhouse built, you no longer have to worry about harvesting a lot of food. You can just harvest the food from your greenhouse. You don't have to kill a bunch of animals unless you really want to. It's fairly simple. I'm going to make a 4-row greenhouse. There's a number of ways people have done this before. This is the way I like to do it because it's easier for me and it's just works. So starting off, I usually do cobblestone for the base. You can do whatever you want to. I go 2 blocks out from the edge of the front of the greenhouse, and then we put a dirt block every 2, and then typically, because I want to do sugarcane, I will do a separate sand one at the very end. And I right now I have one in my survival world that is, I believe it's 2, 4, 8 rows, and I have a bunch of stuff growing, sometimes double rows, things like that. But you can do however you want to, but you do have to have at least 2 for this to work. So from here we want to build out to about 15 blocks of dirt, and the best way to do it is just count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we do the same thing for each row, starting here, and of course I missed a few. It's moving too fast. So once you have your rows, and I'm just going to put the 2 for right now, you come in here, oops, and you find the middle, which is 7 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually the 8th block, but 7 works. So then you pour a bucket of water there, and that will go to the edge of the rows, as you can see here. Now, then what you do is you finish it up really quickly. I'll do this. See if I can get this going. 1 more. There. Okay, and then sand, and we put that in. Now, because you're in survival, I've frozen daylight here. You're going to need to do this pretty quickly, and I'm doing it a little backwards from what I normally do, because normally I'll build the wall and go 1 block up. This will keep anything from coming into the greenhouse while you're building it. The walls are usually going to be like this, where you have a hallway leading either into your safe house, your home base, or whatever you may have there. Leaving it on the open is fine. You can do that with a door, but I have found that doing it this way, it is much safer, and you have the ability to just go in there whenever. I mean, if you're working in the middle of the night or something and you just need to get food, you can go in there and grab it if you've got it set up where it's closed off and right next to your house. So excuse me. From here, you're going to want to cover this thing in glass. So what we're going to do is, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and really quickly speed through this, and then we will pick back up after I'm done, and I'll go over the rest of it. Alright, so that is all the glass put in at this point. So now I've got it all covered in. You can put a door there, whatever you want to. So from here, what you need to do is go ahead and hoe your oops, that was not what I wanted to do. So you can just go down here, till all your rows, and then just start throwing plants down. Okay, we do this side. I'm gonna go ahead and plant all of them. Now I do know that in creative, I don't think you can harvest them. I tried earlier and it really didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and plant them all and kind of explain how this works. It is pretty cool. It doesn't work the same as it used to. I remember it used to work so much better, and now it works. It just doesn't work beautifully. So, like I said, I usually do sugarcane. So this is for paper sugar, make cakes, pies, whatever. It's also food, but it's really helpful to have sugarcane just growing for you. The greenhouse is 3 high. So no matter what, you're going to have 3 blocks going to the top and then cover it up. Now that's for the sugarcane. You can go 4 high if you want to, because I believe sugarcane grows 4 high right now. But you don't have to. You can just do however you want to do it. 2 high if you really want to, but your sugarcane's not going to grow very far. And then what we'll do, if I can get these to grow all the way, I don't think this will work, but we'll try it anyways. So the idea of the water is when you're harvesting this, you just run down the aisle, the rows, and you just sit there with whatever tool you're using, sword or whatever. And if I can get this to work, I'll show you what it does. Let me just grab a sword. And then we'll come down here and we'll do this. Oh, it's not working. Okay, sword won't work. So I guess we use a hoe. We need a diamond hoe. Where are you? Okay, so put the hoe in there. So it doesn't look like it's actually spitting out anything. It's not. So what happens is when you do this, it all drops into this water channel, anything that you don't collect from this side. That allows all the food to come down to the end. You just run around to the ends and collect it. Now every once in a while I've noticed this middle block likes to throw it right in the middle here. Not a problem, because then you're just not running around. You can just come in here, jump in, go out, and you go to the next one. So it's still pretty efficient, even though there's a few little not so efficient things about it. It is still pretty efficient. Now I know there's automated ones out there, things like that. This one just happens to work for me, and I enjoy using this one a little bit more. It seems a little faster for me. I mean, I don't feel like doing the complicated hoppers and all that kind of stuff, so this works for me. Another thing I would do if you're doing this in survival, throw torches down at the end of each one of these rows on each end, and then about 2 to 3, I'd say every 3 blocks on the sides here, throw a torch up, and then in the middle here, same thing, about every 3 or 4 blocks, 3 blocks. This will keep things from spawning, because if it's big enough, things will spawn. And I mean, I've seen people go, more than one story. You can design this in any way, but this is the basic general idea of how you want to do this to make it easy and efficient to harvest. So that's it. That's the greenhouse. I will probably try to use this more often. Maybe come back in and do some more stuff in here. But if you like the video, yeah, that was not what I wanted to say. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos.